Hey everybody, it's your boy Commando underscore Thorn 123. Today I will be playing Halo Delta Ring, but and also I'm also going to explain the Halo lore or what I know about Halo. And also I've got the book Halo First Strike. I'm currently in the beginning of reading it, so don't judge me if I get things wrong in From First Strike. But anyway, uh, in the beginning, there were these beings called the Precursors, and they made every type of species in the galaxy, from like humanity to like the Forerunners, the Covenant, which we'll get all into that all later in the game or explanation. So the precursors made everything, and they had this technology that they had a device that was called the Mantle of Responsibility, and it was like I don't know much about the Mantle of Responsibility, but I do know it was like to be in charge of something. Think that was it. If you guys know what it is, just comment down below. Anyway, the precursors gave uh, the oh the oh man, I forgot the the mantle of responsibility there. So everyone was so the precursors made and gave the mantle of responsibility to the Forerunners, which they thought, oh, the Forerunners won't try and take over the galaxy. The Forerunners tried to take over the galaxy. Well, at least the Forerunners got upset at each other, and it was a huge argument, and they got into fights with humanity and all the other species, and the precursors like said, okay, the Forerunners aren't doing a good job, and then Forerunners decided, how about they declared a war on humanity. And then the precursors said, okay, we need to do something about this. We have to give the mantle of responsibility back to the human give the mantle of responsibility to the human race. So they gave the mantle to the humans. Then the Forerunners were really upset, and they started attacking the precursors. And the precursors were being killed off one by one. And so then the precursors decided, okay, we need to clone ourselves into a molecule that could save our species. And when they were uploading themselves into data, there was a malfunction, because of course there's a malfunction. And so the malfunction turned all of the precursors into zombies. And so the precursors got turned into the zombies, which we call the Flood. And the Flood, it wasn't like it was sort of like a zombie, but not really, if you understand. Like, the Flood, like, infected somebody, then it developed into a stage and infected planets by planets, and like then the Forerunners, with all the precursors gone, and the Forerunners like saying, okay, we need to find a way to stop this, and humanity was like already seeing the Flood, so they tried to stop the Flood, and during the whole, and they were like thinking, should we warn the Forerunners about the Flood but they couldn't spend too much time talking with the Forerunners, because the more time they gave the Forerunners to, if they talked more times than infect with the Forerunners, then the Flood would have had a better chance of getting stronger and infecting everyone. So, oh. So, the Forerunners, the humans were fighting a two-pronged war, because the humans were taking down Forerunner places because the Flood was infecting the Forerunner worlds. And so, with no other choice really, they had to fight the Forerunners as well. Oh man. And so humanity was losing the war, and then when the Forerunners discovered, the humans were fighting these zombie things called the Flood. Oh, we should have not been fighting each other. And so the Forerunners were like, okay, we have to stop fighting. And by this time, all the humans were just about gone. So no humans were alive. But, sorry everyone, I just felt a pain in my side. So the Forerunners decided, how about we make a device several devices that could stop the Flood. But one Forerunner, his name was the Didact, said no, we can win if I just get more soldiers. The rest of the Forerunner Council said no, that's we're running out of time and we're not doing that. So the rest of the Didact's wife, the Librarian, actually had to stop her husband from turning more humans into Promethean soldiers, which were the Didact soldiers. And so the Librarian locked the Didact away, making sure no one could get him out of his prison. And the Forerunners weren't immune to the Flood as well. Anything could be infected by the Flood. And so it wasn't that good for the Forerunners or humanity. So in their final desperate attempt, the Forerunners decided, how about we make the device called Halo, and we defeat the Flood by starving their food. And so the Forerunners did that and made a device that could wipe the galaxy clean of any potential Flood hosts. And they did it, but the Forerunners also died in the what? No. The Forerunners also died in the destruction, and the only thing that remained of the Forerunners were the halos and hidden keys they left in the temples of the Forerunners, which they placed around the galaxy. And then, once the Forerunners were gone, the last of the Flood was contained, everything was fine. And then, we get into the human geology or history of humanity, from cavemen to World War II, World War I. We get into all of that. And so And eventually, when it turns into a certain year, like humanity was like, uh, and when it got to a certain year, humanity like was building spaceships to travel across the skies. Oh man, or stars. Anyway, after a few years of colonizing the world, humanity colonized other planets, uh, and then, oh man, come on. Uh, oh man, sorry, my dog's barking. Oh, sorry, you might have to. Cody. Sorry, everyone. My dog eats at 5, and he thinks it's Cody. Okay, everyone. I'm probably gonna get attacked in this, but I'm. Wait, what is he saying? Uh, menu. Okay, I'll be back in just a second, everyone. Sorry, everyone. My dog was barking, and I had to put him in his kennel. Oh, sorry. Anyway, the poor. So once people started colonizing, oh, energy sword. Yep, yes, please. Anyway, once people started colonizing the world, uh, once people started colonizing the world, uh, and the galaxy worlds one by one, humanity was. Oh no! The flag. No. Oh. Anyway, once the once several worlds were once several worlds have been once several of the human worlds were colonized, we started having problems because it's basically what happens. Like, people started. Oh no. Wait, Mike. What? Anyway. Uh. 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 Oh. Did I at least take? Oh yeah. Anyway, the once humanity started having problems, it grew into terrorist groups who were trying to control just one single planet, and the governments called UN. The governments all teamed up, and it was, and it's the year 2552, or around the year 2020, 2550 something, uh, and governments were like saying, how about we just stop fighting and we team up to explore the stars and stop fighting. And so they did that. We teamed up with we all the governments came together. We mastered space travel, and then when we then it went into several debates of like what should we colonize and what worlds should be what, and then the governments all said, how about we just all make them UNSC, because we had the exploration, and I don't know how it went, but they found a planet, they discovered it, they took it over, and then oh man, go 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 go, and then insurrectionists attacked people, and then it was oh, and then when we what? No. Oh, we were so close. Insurrectionists attacked many of the UNSC colonies, and UNSC was very busy trying to handle the insurrectionists. And then the Covenant came. So the Covenant actually came like looking for Forerunner artifacts, because they knew about the Forerunners and humanity did not. And then, while handling insurrectionist group on Planet Harvest, Sergeant Johnson and Private Jenkins was when will someone get our oh man, it's a stale. Oh. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Take the flag. So, while on Harvest, the UNSC was trying to handle insurrectionists, and then the Covenant attacked, and I think there was this thing where they had a meeting saying, like, how about you stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours, but you keep our but we keep the Please, 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 please work. No, 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 no. The game is... Anyway, So humanity and the Covenant decided to talk, and there was this meeting. I don't know what happened. I didn't read that far in the book. And then, like, eventually, the Covenant, or the humanity, was still facing each other, like we were still fighting the insurrectionists. And then it got into Halo Reach, which the game, you play as Noble 6, you lose your team throughout the game, but by the Covenant, and then it gets into CE, which you face the Flood, and that... and you fight the Flood and Covenant on Halo, and you find about the Forerunners, and that's about it for the... Yep. Wait, what? I need... Wait, what? I don't have a... Oh. Okay, I'm on red team then. So, you play throughout the games of Halo, and the more you play each Halo game, the more you find out that the Forerunners were trying to... The Halos were for destroying any Flood food supply, which humanity, Covenant, anything living that could think and had biomass was a potential Flood host. So you could be a Flood and a Flood host. And then, and so 343 Guilty Spark, who was the monitor of Halo Installation 04, which you crash on in Halo CE, you try to activate the Halo, but your AI partner or assistant named Cortana, says, you're teaming up with this robot to destroy everything living, and so then you have to fight the robots you were teaming up with. Oh, thanks, bud. And then, and so you're... So you fight throughout the game, and then you get into Halo First Strike, I believe. I'm currently reading it, as I said. I think it's going through a backstory and then the whole game, or at least the current time now. And I don't really know that much about Halo First Strike, but I'm currently reading it, as I said. Then it gets into Halo... What are you... Did you just say no? I don't know what he said, everyone. What? Oh. We're trying to take over that place. Oh. I'm ready. He doesn't think... Oh. No, don't open that door. Don't open that door. Please, buddy. Wait, what? Close the door. Close the door. So then it gets into Halo 2 and you're fighting the Flood still. Wait, how do I use this? What the? How did the blues get there? Anyway, you try to fight the Flood and... Nope. And you... And throughout the game, you actually fight the Flood, the Covenant, but eventually the Covenant start to fight each other because, like, one group of the Covenant was, like, saying, this is a lie, we need to not listen to the Covenant liars, and they did that. Close the door. What? I don't want to... I want to close the door. We need this door closed. And so humanity was fighting with the elites, or saying Healy and the Covenant, and who decided, okay, the Covenant were lying to us, we need to be free, and so they did that. But unfortunately, the Flood, the Flood almost infected everything. It infected the city of the Covenant, and we teamed up with the Flood for a few minutes to stop the firing of Halo on the last in Halo 3. It was Halo 3, I think, is like a great game. Wait, no. So we won the war. Humans and Covenant went their separate ways, but we still had our problems with the Covenant. Sorry. We still had our problems with the Covenant, and so the rest, then Master Chief went missing during the final battle. On the last Halo, which was to activate every Halo. And then we just relaxed, rebuilt our whole civilization. Then we found Master Chief in the 4th Halo game, and then we find the Didact, which, if you recall, he was in the beginning of the game. Or, wait. Snipers and shotguns. Oh, come on. Wait. I've never been on this map, everyone. This is a new map. I think they made an update. Or maybe it was here and I didn't notice. Ooh. Wait. Wait, no. No. I lost. Wait. How did I get... Oh, it's random. I thought it was only one weapon. Or one weapon for something. Bro, look at that armor. Bro. And so the Didact wakes up seeing humanity as, like, not good enough to be a part or handle the mantle, and the Didact is like believes like Forerunners are better, even though he's the only Forerunner technically alive still. And then uh Master Chief then we find a UNSC ship that was trying to help us, but the Captain Del Rio, everyone, you do not want to be a friend of his, or because like if you were his soldier in uh if you were his soldier on the Infinity, he would have treated you poorly. He wouldn't even care about you. Like he wouldn't even he even like thought he was above the Master Chief. Well, yes, technically, if you have the rank, you're a higher rank than the Master Chief. But if you don't have the rank, and he was like, you would not want, I would not want to talk to the Master Chief or any Spartan like that from me. Anyway, he tried to order Master Chief to like be quiet and listen to him because he's better. And so the Master Chief didn't listen, and Captain Lasky, if you've seen the Forward on to Dawn movie, Captain Lasky is in the game. And then Captain Del Rio is relieved of his job of being a naval captain, which I'm so glad they got rid of his command, because he was not a good captain or anything like that. And then he just left the Master Chief on to fight the Didact by himself, and I'm sure Master Chief could handle it, but Master Chief couldn't fight Forerunner. And so then wait. So then anyway, Master Chief defeats the Didact and loses Cortana, which is his AI partner in the whole game. And then Master Chief reunites with his old squad Blue Team, which are Spartan 2s. Spartan 2s are... I'll get to the Spartan 2s anyway. I'll do it now. Spartan 1s were like Sergeant Johnson. Sergeant Johnson was like a Spartan 1 who was built for the fight. Sergeant Johnson was a Spartan 1, and he was immune to the Flood. Like, my friend who knows a lot more about Halo, because he's been on Halo for a longer time than me, but he said the Master Sergeant Johnson wasn't a Spartan 1, but had a medication for it, and maybe it was medication, maybe it wasn't a medication, I told him. And then later I found out in a Halo What If, someone said Sergeant Johnson was bitten by the Flood, and he was a Spartan 1. And sure, it was a what if, but the most what ifs come from the actual story. And someone usually would say that they changed the plot a little, but when it's actually told that it's a Spartan 1, it's a Spartan 1. And so, unfortunately, Sergeant Johnson died, and Miranda Keyes, which was Captain Keyes' daughter, and, like, we lose everyone. Like, I think a couple of the best deaths were in, like, Halo 3 and Halo Reach. Like, some of the saddest deaths, but, like, they went out with a bang, or it was just a beautiful thing. But, anyway, in Halo, what the? Are the colors messing up with me, or is it? Oh, same area. So the, oh yeah, there it is. So the Master Chief goes with Blue Team, but unfortunately, and then we get to see the Didact again. He survived the whole slip space plot thing, but oh man. And I know I'm missing a lot of the plot, but of Halo 4's 4 through 1, but I'm giving you like what basically happened in the past and what a little bit happened. And Master Chief finally defeats the Didact with Blue Team, and then we so the Didact was gone finally, and then Master Chief started hearing things, and he started hearing Cortana, and Cortana was also gone. What? Wait, what? So the Master Chief then went AWOL along with Blue Team, and Spartan Locke was supposed to find him, and Spartan Locke, everyone we know would have lost, because the Master Chief is a Spartan 2, Spartan Locke's a Spartan 4, and oh man, Spartan 2s were better than any other Spartan. And then And so, no, 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 no. Keep away from me. Anyway, Halo 5, Spartan Locke did convince the chief that Cortana was dangerous and that they needed to stop Cortana, and Master Chief listened. But unfortunately, a lot of humanity suffered, and a lot of the UNSC is not able to survive. And then the Banished, which is a broken off group from the Covenant, decided to rebel against the Covenant and UNSC. So we're at war with the Covenant and Banished, but the Covenant fell a long time ago. And then we were being on the run from Cortana because she was going crazy trying to rule the galaxy, and she thought Master Chief would join her along with Blue Team, but he didn't, and neither did Blue Team. And so then we were on the run, and humanity was on the run, and then we decided to go to defeat Cortana once and for all, and we did do that, but unfortunately we lost a lot of UNSC forces. The UNSC lost a lot of troops, and so we kind of lost the war. But then Banished came, and they wanted to use Zeta Halo to just, I don't know what I think their goal is to like scavenge Zeta Halo and defeat the UNSC, but I remember there was a YouTuber who knows all about Halo, and he's studied about just about everything from the goals to the Flood, and he said that the Banished wanted to use Zeta Halo for something, and then Cortana realized that she was wrong and destroyed herself, so the Banished couldn't use her. And so that didn't mean we just got an automatic win. It was like we also had to deal with the Banished, and then Halo Infinite, Master Chief fights the Banished, takes over Zeta Halo, and we got some UNSC forces back, but and I'm actually curious to know, like, will they add like thing from the old Halo games, like Halo Spirit of Fire? Like, will they add that? Because like, if they do, that could be a game changer a little. Like, the UNSC would get like a ship back and to defeat the Covenant, but we don't know what happened like after that. Like, Like, I don't know what happened after that, but after Halo Wars, but if you guys do and you guys think you know something about Halo Infinite and about Halo's next game, I'd like to listen. And if Spirit of Fire's in there, like, we got some Spartans back, and if we get any other UNSC forces to team up with us, like Spartan June, I really hope we get to see him again. Like, not just in the background, but in a cutscene, like a cutscene where you have to team up with him. Like, that would be so cool, I think, because like he was on Halo Reach, and I think he would be a good character to use in the game. But I'm not part of Bungie. I'm not part of Halo. I'm not part of Microsoft or 343. But the thought of like adding so many things would be so good. But like Halo, you gotta listen to the fans, but keep like you got to make sure like you can have one group focus on Halo Infinite and on the Halo campaign mode, and another group just focus on the custom story modes, because I think that would be a great way to help with everyone. I mean, great way to do the games. It would be good, I think. And I think that would be just about it. And we're going to have to, and that's just about it for all the about the whole story, but you could ask if I get my friend who knows knows just about a lot about Halo and tries to defend his case about Master Chief when it's like obvious that a certain character would or wouldn't win, like the Doomslayer. Like he's committed to the Master Chief and believes that he'd win, but I'm not going to get into that. But he strongly supports Master Chief, and I can respect that. Like, you know more about the character than the other person does, so you actually have a good defending case on your character, and we lost this. Knew it. Just 25 behind points. But anyway, if I get my friend over here or I get him to talk, then we can talk about the Halo and about the Halo game, and about Halo lore and games, and we could do that while playing Halo or Roblox version of Halo. And I just hope everyone had a great time listening, and have a great day. Hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to like and subscribe.